guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So it's Lost Mojo Day today, and I thought we would just make some like little mini makes, which is always fun. Now we're using scrap paper. Again, I haven't got a huge amount of things out on my desk. I've got some little bits left from what has been on my desk through this week, which are my little cameos and brooches, and my new little tags on there, little words and phrases I mean, and I found some little butterflies, so I'm going to use those as well. This is my scrap paper. I've got some ready, so hopefully, you know, that should be plenty. I've got a little bit of this sort of like lacy trim on here, which I found in my stash, and I thought maybe I could use some of this on there as well, so we shall see. And having a rummage around, I found my stapler, which I love. I've had this for a little while and I've not used it for a while, so I thought maybe we could sort of have a little play with that as well. So I just wanted to make some little funny little make things or something. Now I've got double-sided because I want to sort of like fold them over. And I thought maybe this sort of like size will do. So you don't need anything too big, but I just want to make sure everything, I do have everything. Look, I've got bits of paper everywhere on here. So my idea was, I've got this piece. I might try and use this actually. This is from Shabby Wardrobe, I think. Let's just cut this in half. So again, we're just sort of making it up as we go. Nice little simple one. If you are sat at your desk and thinking, what am I going to make? This is going to be another little make anyway. But this morning I did, because we were making tags as well this week, I did make some more. These need to be sewn around. So I've just sort of like added to that's my little template. Added to my stash in there. There's a little diddy one. These ones I put in here ready to go. So I'm just sort of like getting a few little bits ready. So, you know, if I've got 5 minutes, I can just make up a few more little tags there. So that's in my little box to the side. That's what I was just doing earlier. So let's have a little look. I'm just thinking of making, these are going to be quite thin. I could probably make thicker ones. But just little simple little fold overs. I'm going to use my little corner punch because I love my little corner punch. This little one, this is my little favourite. As you probably all know, I'm going to do the top and the bottom like that. And then obviously you can have either one. So it's just like a little sort of pocket thing to go into your journals. Now I'm just wondering whether to glue it and then do that little staple thing. I'm going to ink it first. There's my ink. Let's get a little bit of ink out. So how's your week going, guys? Is it going well? I've had a nice busy week this week. I think we're going to just give the Friday Freebie a miss this week, because we're busy doing a kit at the moment. So, you know, the Friday Freebies take up a little bit of time. So I would like to get the kit. This new kit is lovely. Really, really lovely kit. Well, it's not a kit, it's more journal cards, but they're so pretty. You're going to love them. So I'm just going to do that, I think. I've also, the other thing that I also got was still on my desk, was these little boxes. I had one with scrap paper in, which is the coffee and tea stain paper, and then I had one with my card in. So this is the scrap paper one, which I want to make a little thing to go inside here, to sort of journal on. Like that, if I do that. Now, shall I glue that down or just staple it? I might just give it a little bit of a glue, just to give it a little bit more of a, to stick it down a bit better. Just a tiny bit on the side. Just so it doesn't come undone. Because this stapler is for just sort of like holding your papers together on your desk, you know. but not really. It's not really a crafty one, is it? But we like to bring crafty things in, or things that aren't supposed to be for crafts in. So this is great. So you pop it in like that. Got to make sure it's level at the bottom, and you just give it a squeeze, and it gives like this lovely little pattern on there, and that holds the paper together. I'll show you actually on another piece of paper in a sec. Let me just do that. Can you see? So you've got like this little textured bit on here, and obviously it's on the back as well, and by gluing it, it just sort of like makes that easier, safer, I mean. I'm going to just show you on a little scrap piece of paper. I put that together, and you put that in. Oh, that's probably a bit too small, it's a bit silly. Just what I mean, that just holds it, and then it's meant to be, you know, stationary stuff that just a temporary to hold your papers together, and then you can just open it back up again. But I found that it's really good to go on to vellum and things like that to hold your vellum together. I think that's really good. So can you see, it just sort of like pops it together. Can you see that? Like that. And then you just sort of, you can just like pull it apart. So I'm just thinking gluing it for these to go into the journals, I think that's going to be a little bit better. And this just gives you that sort of like a little bit of texture on there. Again, it's optional. If you've got one, then you can use it. So this is going to be too big. I'm going to just fold this up. What should we do? It's probably way too long, isn't it? I just wanted it like a little bit journaling space in there. Let's do that. Just so we've got a little bit of scrap paper to pop in there. Oh no, that does fit. Oh, there we go. That does fit in there. I didn't fold that very tidy. Oopsie daisy. I was going to just do the... Oh, I've done it on the wrong one. I don't like this one. Let's see if I can... There we go. Just so when you open it up to journal on it, look, you've got quite a big journaling space there, and it's just got that lovely little top to it, so it's like little mini tags. I suppose we could just do a little bit of inking on there. Pop that inside. Oh, I do like mini things. And then I was just thinking we could just pop a little saying on there like that. Torn pages and treasured days. That's lovely, isn't it? Or we have one of our little ladies on there. Oh, look, she looks quite nice on there, actually. Let's just ink her around. This is a no stress one. We like a nice simple one. Just wondering about a closure, actually. Suppose you could have a little Velcro, or I've got my little paper clips, my little heart paper clips. I do like these. Oh, there we go. That can just hold it together. Actually, you could probably just tuck her in. I won't tuck her in. I'm going to actually stick her down. But you could just sort of like tuck something in. But I think I'm just going to... little bit of glue. Pop you on. And pop you on there like that. There we go. That's lovely. And then I'll take a little paper clip, if I can pick it up. Oops, we don't want to go underneath it. Like that. So she looks like she's held under the paper clip, but that's... Oh, I like that. And that could just go into a little journal. I'll find my journal in a minute and we'll pop some in, but let's make another one. I suppose we could make a bigger one, couldn't we? Depending on how big you would like it. That big? What should we have on the outside? I quite like this on the outside. This is from my sort of bumper paper pack, and I love these papers. I think they're really lovely. Such a nice mixture. Right, so I'm going to turn that down. They're almost like sort of envelopes. Well, they are envelopes, aren't they? So it's not quite a mini make. This is a bit of a bigger mini make. I just wanted to see what, you know, make a bigger one, and then we can make the smaller ones. I wanted the smaller ones really. Take that, pop that in. It's a little bit of ink. See, another one you can just pop into your stash, which is great. And then, you know, makes it so much easier then to fill journals, doesn't it? If you've got stuff that's sort of ready-made. I don't normally like making things beforehand, but the more journals I sort of make, the more I need a little bit more stash to put them in. And, you know, if you're new to my channel, I do actually make sort of like, you know, eclectic-y journals, which I like to put all sorts of bits and pieces in. And, you know, making things up like this is quite good because you've got things to fill up your journals. So that's lovely. I'm going to put that on there, and I think we're going to have room to put a little bit of this on there then, aren't we? Could add a little bit of this. Look, I've still got sticky tape on there. Not quite sure where this has come from, but we will just cut that off. I'll glue that on in a minute, because I don't want that on now, because I need to just glue this together. A little bit there. Great way to use your scrap papers in different sizes, isn't it? So let's put this on. So we could probably do two down here. Do one there, and one there. And like that. Is that in? I'm actually going to go along the bottom, although you don't have to go along the bottom. I think it looks like, you know, it looks quite good like that. I like that. It just gives you that little extra, isn't it? So what should we put on here? I've got one of these a little bit too small though, I think, for this one, aren't they? Follow your dreams. I think they're a bit too small. I'm going to have to get a bigger one, guys. I wasn't meant to do bigger ones, but oh look, we got follow your dreams on this one here, a bigger one. Fabulous. There we go. Let's put that on there. Where's this gone? Let's put this. That's what I mean. I just want them quite simple. I'll probably put that higher up. Do you like that colour? Oh, I'm looking for the white now. Is it white? Oh no, no, we will go with this one. Decisions. Pop this down. Oh, we went to dinner last night. It was my friend's 50th birthday yesterday, as well as Karen's, because you saw the video yesterday. We went out to dinner. It was really, really lovely. So we had a lovely, lovely evening. And then I was meant to tell you what I got her. She's not really one that likes sort of like handmade stuff and things like that. She's not like us guys. She's oh, wasn't that coming out? So what I did, I went and got her a Pandora charm. She's got a Pandora bracelet, so we got her a nice little charm. And then I had it engraved on the back to say happy 50th birthday, so she absolutely loved it. And it's quite a, you know, it's a keepsake for her. And we made her a card. She's a sort of Harry Potter lover, So we made her a lovely card, which was nice, which I should have probably showed you, but I didn't. I forgot completely. There we go. That's a little, really nice little envelope, that. So yeah, it was a really lovely evening we had. And then Jessie, it was a long evening actually. We were out for quite a while. And Jessie got a bit sort of antsy. She wanted to come home. Once she had her, you know, a little bit of chicken that we give her and stuff like that, she's like, all right, I want to go home now. I want to go back and sit on the sofa and relax. But, because she likes to sort of, she's a little old lady, so she likes to have her own little bed, her own little comfort. Bless her, she's such a little cutie. Okay, so I'm just putting that in there. So that's just a piece of scrap paper that I folded in half. And that is just like a little journaling spot. I suppose it could go that way as well, couldn't it? No, it can't go that way because it's too wide. But that can go in, I hope. There we go. Can sit in, and then I'm going to use, I suppose I could probably use a little Velcro. I was going to get some Velcro little fasteners, some more, because it's Amazon Prime at the moment. Prime days, isn't it? Look at that. I love it. That's fabulous. You could even journal on the back. But they're not on Prime Day, so there's no offer or anything on, so there's no point in buying it. I only, you know, will buy it if it's, you know, worth it. But at the moment it's not worth me buying more if they're not on, if I'm not going to save money. We like a little bargain though, don't we? It's nice to have a little bargain. So that paper's not quite level. Let's just level that up just a tinsy bit. Like that. Oops. Okay, so there we go, guys. It's just super simple. Lovely. Let's take this. Do you know, I'm going to just use this little round one. Just round the corners. Because I think, as I always say, just rounding the corners just makes it look that little bit better than just having the square corners, the sharp corners on there. Just a little bit of ink. Again, you could have it whichever side. So this is why I like it to be the double-sided, because, you know, you can see the inside of it. But again, you don't have to. If you don't have the double-sided, or you don't print on both sides, then you don't need to. Oh, what's that little bit? A little bit hanging off there. Let's chop you off. There we go. A little bit of glue. Where's my glue gone? These weren't on offer either. These weren't on Prime Day. Everything that I was looking for is not on Prime Day, so I was very disappointed. It never is though, everything I look for. I still think I said that last time. But I did get cat food. George has, he likes the kitten food. He absolutely loves the kitten food because he only likes the juicy bits, which I think I've probably told you before. He likes the juicy gravy bits. He doesn't like actually eating the food very much. Such a lazy cat. So I've ordered that off there, and it works out so much cheaper than me actually buying it from the supermarket. So I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, guys, what have you bought? Anything? Have you seen anything that you like? Do you get other things on there? You know, household stuff. Sometimes it's quite good, isn't it? So, right, what were we going to do? Pop another little bit of this. This is working quite well in there. I think that's a bit too long. It's not quite long enough. These are just scrappy bits of cut-offs that I've had. That's a little bit too. If you fold them sort of in three or four, I think then that gives you so much more to journal on, doesn't it, as you open it all out. I'm going to have to cut this piece down. Oh look, it doesn't even fit. Well, that was no good, was it? Let's have that for the next one. What do you reckon? This one in three? Probably help if I measured. You're right, this one's not going to fit either, is it? It's even bigger than that one. Okay, so we've got 2 for the next lot. There we go, we'll put those to the side. Let's go with this one. We might have to do this one in like that. Let me just cut this down. There we go. And then I will do this in 3. Like that. That will fit, won't it? That fits better. Slots in there like that. Oh, I just need to trim that just a tiny, tiny bit. And then I'll use the little round one, like we did. Oops. Need a bit of ink on there. And then that can sit inside. Oh look, you got her little face there, can you see? It's on the side. Well, it's a shame to cover her little face up, but it is sort of sideways. Maybe we'll pop a little butterfly on there. On the corner. No, I think we need a word. Or another little one of these. We could put one of these on, couldn't we? It's a shame to cover her face up. Oops. Although it's sideways, maybe I'll pop a bigger butterfly on there. Oh, I'm just going to pop a little butterfly on there, or a bigger one. Like that. Let's see what I might do. I might just pop a little bit of lace on here, look. This has got a pin in it. Where's my, there we go. Take this little tiny piece and pop that across the bottom. Then we could put the butterfly on there, couldn't we? Let's just chop you down. That's the wrong one. I don't know why that glue's not coming out, but I don't want to fiddle with it at the moment. Let's use this one. Run that along there. Pop that on. Like that. Get another one of these. There we go. And then we can have our little butterfly. Little butterfly can just sit on there. And these are still small enough and thin enough, aren't they, to go into our journals. Right, that's lovely. Could probably tie a little bit of ribbon or something around the top of that. Oh, I like these. Right, we need to make one this wide, don't we? That's not wide enough. Should we have, oh, this is pretty paper. Let's go, oh look, there it is. Is that wide enough? No, not quite. Let's do this one. Will that fit in here? Oh, just about. Oh, look at that, that fits perfect. So, let's go this end. Let's do that. So we need to do roughly there, I think. Oh, didn't quite cut. Just that little bit too long. There we go. There we go, that will fit. Oh, what colour should we have? Should we have these on the outside? There we go. You're right, that's going to be too long. Is that going to be too long for you? Oh, look at that, perfect. I don't know what length this is. I didn't even measure. What length do you think that is? 6 inches? Or just over? Just over 6 inches, or what's that? 15.5 centimetres by 2¼ inches, or 5.5 centimetres. There we go. Lovely. Nice and simple. I hope you've got your scrap paper out and you're making along with me, because these are so simple to make, you know, and a lovely little stash thing to put in your stash, isn't it? Look at that, lovely. Oh, just about. There we are. A little bit of ink. Oh, it's so warm here at the moment. It's very humid. Very, very humid. It's sort of very overcast. So I think that's why it's so humid here. It's just takes your breath away, doesn't it? Feel like you can't sort of get enough air. There we go. Lovely. Right, shall we glue this down here? There we go. Put that down. Let's use this. Let's do one at the bottom. Probably get 2 up the side, won't we? Yeah. There we go. I don't know whether these are on Amazon Prime Day. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That fits in there perfect. Looks like a sort of little bunch of tags, doesn't it? So I suppose you could put tags in there. You can put whatever you like, but I just wanted it as a little journaling spot. Beautiful. Should we have one of these? Oh, she's not going to quite fit. I didn't quite fold this down enough, did I? Oh, look, she can fit on there. Oh, little purple butterfly. Oh. Warm tea and old books. That's beautiful. It looks like a little tea bag. That's what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of. It's a little tea bag. There we go. My lid has just run away. That's what we want. That's quite a good one then, isn't it? Warm tea and old books. That's beautiful. Right, so we have another little one of these. Should we have it this side? There we are. That's so cute. That's what they remind me of. Tea bags. Nice little flavoured tea. You've got this one, but your little butterfly is going the wrong way, isn't it? unless we did a side one. But then you can't really see him, can we? Then again, we still could do a side one. Or we've got this one. That comes down. That's not very mini. We're supposed to be making mini makes. I'm not getting very mini, am I? Let's do this one. Actually, this one could be a little bit longer. Like that. Can come down. It's got a nice... That seems longer than 6 inches, doesn't it? Definitely. That's 7 inches. Do you know what I'm going to do with this one? I'm not going to stick it up. I think I'm just going to take it and get my little pin and pin it. I think. Let's do the edge. Oh, excuse me. Let's see if we can do something else. There we go. Let's just ink. That's it. Like we do normally, is once you get going, and if you've sort of like on your Lost Mojo and you start sort of like making one thing, it does sort of like turn into another thing. That always seems to happen to me when I'm doing something. You end up changing it just that little bit for the better or just differently. Let's do that. So I need to ink both sides, don't we? Let's do this bit. So we could have it going this way because we've got that one, haven't we? So we could have a little one that opens like that. So what I was thinking, we need a longer one really, don't we? What we got? I only want to use up my scraps. I don't want to use other things really. Let's see. We've got this. This is recycled paper. Oh look, that would really sort of just about fit in there. Going to, where is it? Right now. I'm going to do all 4 corners on here. I could actually stick that on. Could I stick that on? We want to go ziggy-zaggy, don't we? So we want to go that way and then that way. And then if I stick that to the back, look at that, that just about fits on there. And then this will go in. And then you could journal and pull it out. I like that. I do. I think I'm going to just glue stick it on the back here. Let's have a little bit of glue stick without the big gloopy bits in there. Take this. So we're in the middle. That's nice, isn't it? That pulls out and that pulls in, that folds up, that folds down. Oh, sticks out just a tiny bit. And then we get one of our little paper clips and clip that on. That you could actually clip onto your page, the side of your page, couldn't you? I do like that. Should we put something on the top here? I might have to hold that down with this. Let's just clip that on. Will that hold it down? That holds it down as well. Fabulous. I like that. Let's see, what have we got in here? Shall we have a little little lady, or should we have a word? Sweet reminder. Or let's have sweet reminder, because you could have a little, you could write something in there then, couldn't you? Oh look, they fit absolutely perfect. Actually, this would look, this is quite nice to be made big, actually, isn't it? There we go. Love that one. There we go, little sweet reminder. I'm going to make another one of those. These little corners. What shall we have? This is lovely paper. This is one of you Kofi's, I think. So, how big? Should we have it long, or should we have one of these ones? No, I like this. So I need to cut that in half, don't I? I'm going to have to just tear this down. So we have about there. Do you reckon that's level? Oh, it's not too bad. Let's do, this one is a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Pop that down. Okay, I'm going to just level that off. Just a little bit, like that. Let's make a little bit of room. Don't think I'm going to ink this one. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. But I'm going to do these lovely little corners. This way. What should we have on the front of this one? I think we need a butterfly. I think we need probably a couple of butterflies, obviously, because they are little flowers on there. Let's put some butterflies on. Little pink one. There we go. We'll have 3. Shall we have 3 little butterflies? Little blue one. You can just sit in that there. There we go, look, we've got little butterflies on there. Should we have a little bit of lace? This one. I think that's a little bit too big, isn't it? I think we'll stick with this little bit just. I didn't really need to round the edges on that if I'm going to pop some lace across the top, because you can't see them. Cut that off. Let's add this on to here. Oh, let's get rid of this goopy bit. It's the only trouble with this glue, it's just so messy. It's just so oozy. There we go. Fabulous. Open it up. Now we need some paper to go inside. What do we have? We could do with a lighter coffee stain paper really for this one, couldn't we? This will probably do. It's going to be too long, but we need to be, we can cut that down. I'm going to come in just, oops, a little bit, just so it doesn't stick out so much. Hopefully that's, yeah. Do that. Do you think we'll get 4? I think just about. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. That's worked out perfect. See, it's just a tiny tiny little bit over the side. So let's just snip this little wrinkly bit off. I'm going to just snip this down because it was a little bit too long. Right. Oh, just a fraction more. That should work. There we go. Going to do this. Oops. Do you guys have a favourite punch? Do you like to punch your corners? Do you have a little favourite one? I think that's my favourite at the moment. So we need to stick it this way, don't we? There we go. Let's have some glue stick on here. It's a bit goopy on there. I just love that little punch at the moment. I think it's great. Take this, pop that on there. Oops. Fold that over. And then we can fold that down. And then as you open that up, this comes out. You've got all that lovely space to journal on. How cute! Again, you don't have to paper clip. You could... Shall I add a little... I think I might add a little Velcro to this one. Let's do a little Velcro, shall we? They are just here. Let's move my water over there for a minute. Where are they? Here they go. Pop that back. These are the ones that I was going to get, but they're not on offer, so there's really no point. Is there? Not really. Oh. There we go. Oh, love it. Open up. That comes down, and then these fold out. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Shall we make a mini one of these? I like these little ones. It's just that they don't have the little bit with like the little tea bag, but we're supposed to be making mini things. This is supposed to be a little mini one, but I'm not doing mini, am I? Let's go. I'm gonna go sideways. Is that gonna fit? Cut that little end bit. There we go, this should be mini. There we go. That's better. Oh my gosh, guys, you can't really get much simpler than this. So simple, isn't it? A little rectangle of paper. A little bit of ink. There we go. So what's your plans for the rest of the week, guys? Going anywhere, doing anything? Shopping, visiting family, staying at home crafting? Now I've been out, I'm not going out for a while. I've done my going out for a bit. Oh no, actually we're not. We've got to go out again on Friday because my friend's 50th birthday. It was only sort of like a little, a few of us, just her family and us, that went on yesterday to dinner, and she's having a bigger sort of party on Friday for everybody. So we've got to go to that as well. So but we won't be very long because we've got to take Jess with us. So that's, which I don't mind. I really do sound like I don't like going out and doing things, but I do really. I'm a bit of a homebod. I like to stay at home. Because when you go out, people like to have, you know, good old moan and everything about their life and stuff, and do you know what I mean? Life is difficult. Life is very difficult, but you have to make the most of what you've got. And, you know, people tend to sort of like be a bit of doom and gloom sometimes. And we have to look on the bright side of things. So, we stay at home, and I sound awful. I sound really awful. Like I don't want to listen to anybody moaning and groaning. But when you go out and you have a nice time, you don't want to, you know, hear doom and gloom. The world is full of absolute doom and gloom at the moment, anyway. And I like to go out and be happy. Gosh, I sound so miserable. Okay, so I've got 5 on this one, which is quite a nice number to pull out them for, because once you stuck that down, this one pulls out like that. I think I'd probably go out more if I had a few sort of craftier friends and we had a bit more, you know, crafty talk. So guys, if any of you move to the Algarve, let me know, because we could all go out and to eat and socialise and craft and talk about crafty things. That's what I need. I need some crafty friends nearer me. Look at that. That's a mini one, isn't it? That's better. Pick that out and then just do that. Love it. Love that shape. Super duper. Suppose you could put a little Velcro on this one as well. I like that. I like that. What should we do? Should we have a little... I think it might be a bit too... It doesn't quite fit, does it? I think we'll have one of these little ladies on there then. There we go. She looks lovely. She can go on there. A little bit of glue. Which glue? Oops. Perfect. So that looks nice with the script behind it as well. I'm going to pop a little one of these on. It's just... These are so sticky. They're stuck to my fingers. I mean, you don't have any worry about these coming undone, because there's no chance they will. I'll pop a link down to them just in case you want to have a look and get some for the future. But I love them. There we go. Lovely, lovely. That's just a little mini one. That's a mini one. So we've got, look how many we've made. We've made lots. Should we do some more of the little pocket ones? Some little pocket minis. Actually, let's get rid of some of this on here. Little mini pockets. This paper is lovely. I like this. That's going to be... I want to make them smaller. Do you think I could get... So if that's half, I wonder if I could do... What if I could get 4? Do you think I'll get 4 out of this? I should be able to, shouldn't I? Let's just chop that like that. Let's just eyeball that. We'll just eyeball it. There we go. Don't think it matters which way I bend it. There we go. This is a bit more of the mini pockets, isn't it? Doesn't look very level. I'm going to just do a little round one on here. And on here. I'm going to do round on all of them. Just a little bit. Okay, let's get rid of those. Put these over there, out of the way. That one's folded. This one can be folded up. Like that one. Which side? Oh, that's a nice. That can go up like that, can't it? And that can come down. Oh, look at this lovely rose. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to just finish doing these ones, and then we will put them in a journal. Put some in a journal just to show you what they look like, or how I've got an idea of how I would like to use them. So let's just, which is, oh, this is the top, this one is the little inky bit. Like this. Round. Gosh, I cannot believe it's not very long until we have got July on our doorsteps, and I'm just thinking about whether to do sort of Christmas in July. What do you think, guys? Do you like Christmas in July? Do you like to get ahead of your projects, your Christmassy projects? Just wondering whether to you know, do something with that. I love Christmas. I do love Christmas. So we shall see. Do you like embellishments, or do you like a kit? Do you like to make little things like this, sort of? You could probably make these from Christmassy papers or something. Would you like sort of like a whole kit? Yeah, what's your favourite? What is your favourite? Right. These are all going to get stuck down. So I'm going to stick them all down. I was going to turn it inside out, but I actually like this paper. Love this paper. Right, where's my glue? A little bit. Tiny bit of glue on that one. Could probably make some tiny little cards actually to go in here, or like a little, not booklet, but a little one that opens. Little booklet without pages. Let's just see. This one. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. There we go. them down. Okay, let's use this. You can use these without glue, but I'm just thinking, I think it'll be easier. I don't want them to sort of come undone. But I did have a piece of vellum in here. I'm going to show you how it works on, how this works on vellum. Let's just do these. I'm going to put that back on. Oopsie daisy. Just so it doesn't dry out. Last one. Stick that down. Like that. There's those three. I've got this little bit. This has been in there for ages. I'm just wondering whether I could do one. That's too big. I think I'd have to do it in half. Let's just do that. And then we won't glue. We'll just use the little staplerless stapler just to show you how it works. That can come down like that. So if you like your little vellums, because vellum is really difficult to stick down, I find. So I'm going to use my funky one, my pretty one. There we go. Without you know, glue and things showing. So this is a really good one. All four corners, and then I will turn that one up like that. Just flip that down, and then we can just hold these closed with a little bit of, you know, that stays closed anyway. But so this is just like the opening bit. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go and just squash that down. And again on here and squash that down. You can go all the way along. That's what I mean. So you've got a nice big line of them that go all the way across. So it all depends. Maybe I'll do that. It might be a bit more secure like that. Can you see? Hopefully you can see that. Maybe it's better on the back. So we've got this little line down there. Do you know what I mean? And push something in. As long as you don't sort of like tug on it, I think they hold vellum really, really well. So that's a nice little vellum pocket. I should have got some more vellum out actually. I really didn't think. There we go. One little bit at the bottom. There we go. So we've got little vellum pockets. Put that in there. That's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then you can just have your little paper clips or something in there. So super simple. So if you wanted to make vellum, they are lovely. Little vellum pockets. Okay. Now we need to make some little inserts for these, but I was just thinking of using a little bit. I could do with, actually, let's have a little rummage through here. I need something with no back on it. Oh, there we go. So we can journal on the back. But we want something that will go with. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. We could make a little. This was something for in here, couldn't we? So it's got to be only tiny. So that's probably 3.5 centimeters. If I just double that up, that's still too wide, isn't it? Yeah, that's still, oh, I don't know. Just about. I'm going to cut that down just a itty bitty more, bit more. I'm going to just round that, just so that you've got that in there. Then you can open it up and you've got like a little tiny journaling spot in there. Oh, is that too long? No, it shouldn't be. Oh, it is. It's a little bit too long. Let's just snip that down. I'm going to just measure it because I want to do the other ones. So that's going to just be under 7.5. And what did I say that was? Just, well, that was like 3. Oh no, it was this way, wasn't it? Just under 3.5. Okay. Let's do this again. Pop it in the pocket. Oops. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. So we want it just under, oh look at these little bits I've got everywhere. Just under there. Let's do them all. Oh, look at that. Do we need, yeah, we need one more, don't we? Just about perfect, but then again I should have cut it this way first because that's got to be, let's do this end because that's the tutty end. Okay, that should be it. There we go. I don't think we're going to have time to put it in a journal because I think I've taken too long to do this. This was such fun. I really enjoyed this. You know when you just sort of like can carry on going with things. This is what I could do, but I'll keep these in my stash and then in the next video I will pop them into a journal. Oh look, that one's a little bit smaller I think. Oh yeah, because I didn't do them all exactly the same size, did I? Oh dear me. That's what happens when you eyeball things. Let's just do that. Look. This one's a smaller. Doesn't look smaller though, does it? Oh my golly. Oh my golly mollies. Where's my little corner one? Okay, so you should fit now. Oops. There we go. And then this one. So right. Yes, I'm going to have to just snip this one down a little bit. There we go. All perfect in the end. Look at that. So do we need anything stuck on these? I don't think so. I'm going to use my little paper clips to clip these on. And that can just clip onto the top of a page into a little pocket, a little tuck. Oh, I love them. I think they're lovely. A little mini-ish makes. That goes on there. Did I have another one? No. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So there we go, guys. Got the little vellum ones, which is so pretty. We got these little mini ones, which I love. These ones, there's a little tea bag one. This one is the one that we open up. I do like these. I think that's lovely. That can just sit in a pocket. You wouldn't know that it's got a little sort of opening up bit in there. I love that. They're almost like little matchbooks, aren't they? And that just pulls out. That's got quite a nice big one on there. This is our biggest one. That's got a little journaling spot in there. Love them. That can go on there. And then we've got these two, which are beautiful. So there we go, guys. That was a lovely one. I really enjoyed making those. So simple and easy to make, just with a little bit of scrap paper. This is obviously optional. You don't need to have that. But I quite like the way that is. A little bit of glue. And that's it. So fantastic. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed that. Have a lovely rest of the day. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.